If you're like most people who are thinking about adding a treadmill to a small apartment or a home gym, you're probably worrying about two things. Will it actually fit in the space you have, and will it give you enough variety to keep you coming back day after day? Nobody wants to drop a few $100s on a piece of equipment that ends up gathering dust because it's too bulky, too noisy, or just doesn't match the kind of workouts you enjoy. That uncertainty is why I spent a solid weekend unpacking, setting up, and testing a 5-horsepower folding treadmill that's been marketed as a space-saving solution with a smart app, auto incline, and a whole bunch of preset programs. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the unboxing was pretty straightforward. The box contains the treadmill base, a folding frame, a control console, a power cord, a quick start guide, and a small set of Allen wrenches. There are no extra accessories you have to lug around, which is nice because you don't have to figure out what to do with a pile of random bits. The frame folds in two places, the deck folds upward, and the handlebars fold down, so the whole thing goes from a full-size machine to something that slides into a closet or a corner of a bedroom in under a minute. The weight of the unit is around 180 pounds, so you'll probably need a second pair of hands to get it down from the truck, but once it's on the floor, you can actually lift it by the handlebars to reposition it if you need to. The most obvious selling point is the auto incline feature that offers 0-15% grade in 15 separate levels. In real life, that means you can start a walk on a flat surface, then let the treadmill gradually climb a hill without you having to manually adjust anything. For a commuter who uses the treadmill for a 30-minute walk before work, the incline can add that extra calorie burn without feeling like you're forcing yourself. I tried a 10-minute hill walk where the incline automatically stepped up every 2 minutes, and the transition was smooth enough that I didn't have to stop or slow down. It's also handy for people who are doing rehab work. You can start at a low incline and let the machine do the incremental increase while you focus on form. The app integration is another angle the manufacturer leans on heavily. The treadmill pairs with a proprietary smartphone app via Bluetooth, and the console itself has a modest touchscreen that mirrors the same menus. From the app you can select from 71 preset programs ranging from a quick 5-minute warm-up to a 30-minute interval sprint. The real benefit shows up if you like tracking metrics across multiple devices. I synced the treadmill data with my fitness watch and saw the incline, speed, distance, and heart rate all logged automatically. If you're someone who likes to see progress charts and compare weekly totals, the connectivity does the heavy lifting for you. Now, let's talk about who this treadmill actually serves. If you live in a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, have a ceiling height of at least 8 feet, and you're comfortable with a treadmill that maxes out at 10 miles per hour, this model can be a good fit. The 300-pound weight capacity means most users, even larger folks, can use it without worrying about strain on the belt. The folding mechanism means you can keep the machine out of the way when you're not using it, which is a huge psychological win for people who don't want a permanent gym wall in their living room. The auto incline and the app programs also make it attractive for busy professionals who need short, varied workouts that don't require them to constantly fiddle with knobs. On the flip side, if you're a serious runner who does long-distance sessions at speeds above 10 miles per hour, or if you need a treadmill that can support very heavy athletes, think 350 pounds plus, this won't be the right choice. The motor is rated at 5 HP, which is plenty for walking, jogging, and moderate running, but it can feel a little strained when you try to push it to the upper speed limit for a prolonged period. I noticed a faint whine when the belt was running at 9.5 miles per hour for more than 10 minutes straight, not a deal breaker for casual use, but something to be aware of if you plan to do serious speed work. Another hidden trade-off is the noise level. Because the treadmill folds, the frame is slightly thinner than a traditional non-folding unit, and that translates into a bit more vibration at higher inclines. In a quiet apartment, the motor and belt combined can be heard through a thin wall if you're running a hill program at 10% incline. If you have thin walls or a light sleeping partner, you might want to schedule your higher intensity sessions for times when noise won't be an issue. Maintenance is fairly low-key. The belt tension can be adjusted with a single Allen wrench, and the treadmill comes with a built-in lubrication reminder that flashes after.